The Jamaica fan base is getting more serious than ever whenever it comes on to players who are giving it their all for the national team. And today on Premier 7, I want to discuss the importance of a Dexter Lembikisa. Learn to appreciate what you have before time makes you appreciate what you had. This is a quote from the Gratitude Habitat as it links directly to the significance of having a player such as a Dexter Lembikisa as a player of the Jamaica men's national team. Greetings and welcome to another episode on Premier 7. I am your host, Ryan Nelson. I hope that you all are doing well in this time of the year. So I have to say then that the topic that speaks life to Jamaica football is centered around one of our main players, with the question why Jamaican fans are backing Dexter Lembikisa over other right backs. Am I saying then that they are right to do so? Well, you never can tell, but the discussion is here up for grabs. But before I dive deeper into the reason for this video, I have to say thanks to all the supporters on Premier 7 who have surprised me with a massive turnout in terms of the reaction to a video I did, let's say recently. The topic was From England to Jamaica, Ben Johnson, National Team Ambitions Revealed. From this video, I received 129 likes. So far, 2.2k views and 29 comments. People, it is all because of you who interacted with the video that let it resulted in such a massive outcome. And in that case, I want to say thanks again to all those persons who have been supporting Premier 7. Without your help, the channel will not grow. And in that case, so far, I have 1,859 subscribers, as you can see above. So if you're new to the content or to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, then you know what to do. Like, comment, share, so other persons can become engaged. So Dexter Lembikisa, today I want to just have a discussion on the player and the mere fact that we have to show appreciation for players, not just to say they are giving it all for the badge, but because of their performances that ties into the reasons for playing for the Jamaica men's national team. So Dexter Lembikisa, impactful performance. So remember that stunning goal against Panama in the CONCACAF Nations League last year, where Jamaica secured a 1-0 victory, securing third place in the competition. That goal not only showcased that Lembikisa was good defensively, but it proves that he is very good and capable of being offensive for the national team. This goal was one and will last for ages as the Jamaica football fans and let's say football on a global scale would really rank this goal as one of those historic moments for the national team. Because if Lembikisa did not score that goal, then we never could tell if Jamaica would have received that third prize. And he deserved the credit for that goal because it wasn't easy to score, and for him to just make himself being aware that the team needs a goal. How about taking a shot? And he made himself available Not to say took that risk, because how he caressed that ball, it shows that this guy have the goal scoring ability. And not only that game alone proves that Lembikisa is a useful option or preferred choice for the right back area, but he continuously plays a balanced football. He's young, so we know that he will need time to grow, but so far so good. He has been representing the national team quite well. Representing the national team quite well would point directly to the importance of strengths and contributions. And Lembikisa, if you really observe him, one of his major strengths is that of his pace, also his defensive awareness, and the ability to contribute to the attack. We know that football has evolved, and playing low blocks is effective also. But when you play offensive football or get your wingers in the game by way of the assistance of their fullbacks, or let's say the fullbacks just act or play the role as if they are wingbacks, and even more than wingbacks as well, then you have to appreciate the effort and the energy that they put into their games. Because Lembikisa is a very good cross off the ball. A lot of times when our left back option has been more defensive, just to provide balance, we can rely on Lembikisa to provide that goal scoring contribution to the team. And we know that our output in terms of scoring goals is a bit low, or let's say low. But whenever Lembikisa have the ball within his position, then we can expect, once he go up there in the final third, he will make that option for attacking players to have that chance to score. And his performance stood out. Just to rally back to the the game against Panama, Lembikisa was absolutely one of those important players for the national team. So I think that Lembikisa is that player that Jamaica really adores, and we're hoping that he will continue on the good side of things, because without a Lembikisa in the national team, who we currently have presently, I don't think they will be as good as how he is. But Lembikisa is the main focus for the Jamaican fans. And I have to say, they have their reasons, and I will not try to debate to cause any form of controversies. But I will debate, though, if there's a need to do so. So let's talk about his areas for improvement, though, as a representative of the national team. So, as I've said before, Lembikisa is a young player, so it would be a case that he will need time to master his craft. However, starting out and playing right now, he is very much impressive for the national team because he shows great potential. He have great presence in the team, and he's a player who can make a lot of waves. So he is consistent, to be exact, though, in high intense games, for example, against the top teams in the CONCACAF region, the Mexicos, the United States. With his maturity and his development, it shows that Lembikisa has been performing for the national team. But in terms of improvements, he will need a lot more time to demonstrate that, all right, this is my position, and whatever or whichever player decides to come up against me to compete will have to be very good. So he would need more time to gain more experience against top international teams, and I'm hoping that when the Unity Cup arrives, even though it seems to be like a friendly competition, he will be given that chance to represent, if he's available, to play against the better nations, that the Ghana, the Nigeria, of course. Big names like Osman hopefully will be a part of that. Lookman, the IUs, and the list continues. So it will be a very crucial test for Lembikisa if he's available to play for the national team, and also for him to improve As I've mentioned earlier out, the game has evolved, so he has to be more consistent with his crosses. His game awareness has to improve, but not to pressure the player. But the thing is, once you're a good player, you will be talked about. So, what is your thought though so far on Lembikisa? If you believe that this guy is a main man or should be the mainstay for the national team at right back, then you can smash a like on the video and or drop your comments in the comment section. So something that I believe that should be talked about, his comparison with other right backs. We have been linked to Dujan Sterling before. I have heard that he is injured now, based on what I have seen in the comment section on the previous video or the poll that I did recently. Max Aarons has been always an option for Jamaica, but we have yet to get players of his profile in. We have our Tavon Gray, and or Javian Brown. But Lembikisa is the outstanding person based on availability and existence. So Jamaica, on the other hand, as I've mentioned before, we are linked to players like Dujan Sterling and Max Aarons, who I think are more experienced or more exposed to a wider variety of competitions against better teams in Europe. So Sterling is a Ranger player. Max Aarons, he plays in La Liga. So these players are more exposed, just to say. But to be called up to play for the Jamaica national team, I think they will not be the main option in all games. But based on their performance metrics, it can be a case that they will bench Lembikisa or Lembikisa, just to say, may bench them too. So to be adjusted to the CONCACAF region, I think they would need some time as well, and based on different games, they would need some time to adjust if we get one of the other. That is either between a Max Aarons or a Dujan Sterling, but Lembikisa, just to let you know, has to be a part of the national team's setup. So it's because of their ability why I always talk about the Max Aarons and let's say also the Dujan Sterling, because I am a fan of the Dujan Sterling, but Lembikisa consistency in terms of performances and growing experience makes him the strong contender to be in that mainstay as a right back for the Jamaica men's national team. So, people, it's just a video. Let's say it's one that is undercover, requested by you, the fans, and I am here to just polish things as well to let us know that even though options are out there to be linked with the national team, we have to appreciate those who have been representing us with the quality and with the performances, because I'm not all about to say to get players in who can play for Jamaica, but I am about the quality and the team chemistry, the instant impact and the longevity. And Dexter Lembikisa, who has been here before, still playing football, has to be recognized because he's very much outstanding. So Dexter Lembikisa, he's already a rising testament as a talent who works hard for Jamaica and also for his club team in England. And as he continues to develop, he has the potential to be a mainstay. So far, he's like a mainstay, but he has to make himself more so a mainstay for the Jamaica Defense Force and a key player to help Jamaica to succeed in the future. So, in that case, people, I thank you for your support. I thank you so much for your your inspired comments and so forth relating to the channel. So, in that case, what is your say on this topic? Why Jamaican fans yourself are backing Dexter Lembikisa over other right back options? So it's time for you to comment and let me know what you think. So take care, goodbye, until we meet again.